So guys, I want to ask you a question. Have you been hassled by any locals for posting surf videos of some of your local breaks? I'm copping a bit of grief lately, and it's been a fascinating little journey because the people just don't understand the way all of this works. They don't understand the reason why people surf where they do, or who the people are that watch YouTube videos for a start. Anyway, I'll explain it to you around the context of where I'm talking about. Now, the surf break that I'm talking about is one of two breaks basically on a beach. The beach is only about 3 k's long. It is the only surf beach for about 18,000 people in this municipality that's growing quite fast. Now, it's also close, about half an hour from the city of Hobart. There's about 250,000 people in the region, and there's only the choice of this beach and a few other beaches down South Arm most of the time to surf at, and those beaches down there mostly are heavier waves and they're less suitable for the sort of beginners and casual surfers that ride the mid-lengths and the mouths and stuff, so they tend to come to this beach. Now, the other end of the beach, there is about 300 metres of shifting peaks, and that'll hold quite a few people. You'll get a few waves even if there's a few people out there because they're shifting peaks. They're a little bit bigger down that end and a little bit more suitable for shortboards most of the time. This end of the beach is a Rivermouth. Now, it's got a single takeoff. It breaks left and right when it's sort of 2 foot or maybe a little bit bigger. Once it gets bigger than 3 foot, it just goes left, and as it gets bigger, it gets heavier and turns into a barreling left, and then instant crowd. You get like 30 guys out there, and it's hard to get waves, but it can be fun. It gets crowded instantly because everybody knows about it. As soon as it gets big, mate, they're all out there if it's offshore. So it's not a secret. You look at it from the surf club, which is literally 200 metres away, and when you look at it, you can sit in your car and look at it. You don't even have to get out of the car, and you can see exactly what it's like, how many people are out there. Now, loads of people come down, look at it. If there's 10 people out there or more, they won't go out because it's a single takeoff, and they know it's going to be a real hassle. They're not going to get waves. They'll go back down the other end unless it's big. So that happens all day, every day. People come down, look at it. Too many people go back down the other end because you've got more chance on shifting peaks. These local crew think that if I make a few videos and I go out at dawn and there's nobody there, that somehow people are going to come rushing down here, they're going to look at it from the car park, see 10 people out there, and they're going to paddle out anyway. Well, they're not, because I make it very clear that it's dawn when I make my videos, and I've got it to myself. If they want to come down at dawn, then they might get some waves with nobody there. Fair enough, do that. But they don't, and they're still not doing it. I've been making videos for months. So it's pretty clear that people's behaviour doesn't change from a YouTube video. The other thing is that people who watch YouTube videos, yeah, it's an open platform and anybody can see it. But that doesn't mean that everybody does see it. And most of the people who do see it are from miles away. Nearly my entire audience is from not Tasmania. Most of them are from Australia, but they're from Sydney and South Australia and Western Australia and Victoria. They're not Tasmanians. If my biggest video had 7,500 or something views, and 200 of them were from Tassie. And of them, maybe a couple came down and had a look at the river. But actually, no, that video wasn't even of the river. That was another break miles away, so it doesn't matter. But if I did get a 7,001 and 200 Tasmanians looked at it, a couple might come down here, but they're going to come down, they're going to look at it. There's a bunch of people out there, they won't bother. They're not stupid. They know that there's a single takeoff, there's a bunch of people sitting on that one takeoff, and they're not going to bother when there's shifting peaks down the other end of the beach. So it's a little bit bizarre, but these people have got in their little huddle and they've invented this fantasy that I'm going to ruin it for them. And so now they've looked me up on Facebook. They've started sending me messages, like 4 of them I think have sent me messages, having a bit of a go and making sort of veiled threats about how I'm going to ruin it and people aren't going to like me anymore in the surf because, you know, I'm posting videos and I'm ruining their private little secret break. It's like, it's not a secret. That's one of the biggest surf clubs in Tasmania. The car park's right there. Everybody looks at it. It's 2 kilometres from the other end of the beach, and everybody can see exactly what it's like, make their decision, go back down the other end. And that's what they do. That's what they've always done and what they will always do. They're not going to change their mind because I made a video at dawn when I had it to myself. They're going to come down. It's full of people. They won't. So anyway, I'd love to hear from you guys, see if you've had any of similar situations and experiences, had people having a go at you. It's a bizarre situation. Oh, one other thing. A guy called me a blow-in. Fascinates me. It's the most Tasmanian thing I've heard for a long time. I came to Tassie and I've been in this area since 1992. 32 years. I even lived here before then for 5 years as a young child. So I've been here for 37 years out of my life. He called me a blow-in. I thought that was great. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Cheers.